Thank you very much, David. Thank you for your welcome to the college, and to the college for being so hospitable, not just hospitable for the conference, but hospitable in terms of the kind of thinking that we're going to be doing over the next couple of days. As David said, my name is Andrew Graystone, and I'm Director of the Church's Media Council, which is just in the process of transmogrifying into the Church and Media Network. So my work is in the media. I was very keen to look at the annual Guardian list of the 100 most influential people in the media, published this morning. And those of you who know my work well will be delighted to hear that, as usual, I haven't been included on the list. It's all the more galling this year, because apparently I'm now definitively at least 60 people less influential than Hannah Montana in the British media. This conference grew out of some work at the Church's Media Council and a collaboration with Codec, the Centre for Communication in the Digital Environment, based at the college here. You'll be hearing a little bit more about Codec later on this afternoon. Before we start though, there's always a little bit of housekeeping, and I'm going to ask... This afternoon falls into two parts. And really they're about setting the agenda for our discussions together. This is not a conference where we've come with lots of experts to come and speak to you. It's a symposium where we've come with a huge amount of collective experience and wisdom which we want to share with each other. And also a huge number of issues and questions arising about what it means to be Christian in the digital space. And we're going to use this afternoon primarily to raise those questions and set the agenda. And as questions and issues arise, we'll try and log them up on our flip chart here, which Pete is going to create for us. So if you want to identify an issue that you want us to talk about while we're here, and you'd like it to be put on the screen, please do just say so. After our tea break this afternoon, we're going to have 4 short presentations from people who are doing bits of work in the digital space who are going to share that with us, and then some more opportunity for others who are doing interesting pieces of work to briefly share those with the whole conference, so that between now and tea time we should be able to get a sense of who is here and what our experience is and what our questions are. So by dinner time we'll have set an agenda which we'll work at tomorrow in conversation groups, which I hope you'll select yourself into, and we'll explain a little bit more about that as we go along. I'd like you to be considering now though what you feel this symposium should deliver. It's all very lovely to be gathered together and have 48 hours to think about these things together. But I'd like you to begin considering where you want to take this. What are the deliverables out of this gathering? Should we be asking some of our number to produce a book in dead tree format about some of the things that we're talking about? Should we be creating an ongoing network which perhaps Codec could host for us? Do we want to meet again in this format or another format? Are there other outcomes? Are there messages that we want to send? What do we want to take forward? What are the deliverables out of this meeting? If you could be beginning to think about that, we will try over the next few hours to collect together thinking about that, and then on Wednesday we will try and do some of, or prepare for some of that delivery. To get us going though, I thought it might be helpful if we got to know each other a little bit, and you're gathered around tables in groups of 4 or 5 or so, and I'd like to suggest that we take a few moments now, perhaps 5 minutes, so that you could turn to the people around you, or if you're a very small table, meet up with some other people, and just explain who you are, why you're here, and what particular experience in the digital space you are bringing with you. So we'll have 5 minutes just to do that around table. It's also involved. We're going to take a break now for a cup of tea, which will be in the Cranmer.